Salutations, humans, peoples, and others. I'm here to torment everyone. It's been a minute since I've streamed, so I guess we're just playing Wrath. Wrath of the Righteous. Okay. Let's make sure I can see chat. Can you see the game? Let's find. Yes, you can. This is gonna go so well. It's been a minute, so I'm very out of practice. Let's see, who was I making? Okay, we have the Ascendant of Freedom, Ascendant of Wind, and Ascendant of Nature. Okay. I was making lore for this world, for the world my Ascendants are from. Including the idea of a split timeline. Which shouldn't need more explanation, right? Also, Witness and Behold, if I remember correctly, this should just go really easily. Because if they hit, well, I was gonna say swords can always do the job, but apparently they can't. The sword failed me. Did the raptor win? We'll find out how this goes. Win. Thank you. We're gonna do point blank shot because adds more damage or whatever. I'm gonna feed someone to the carnivorous deer cow. Oh look, we're free! Wait, are we free? No, we aren't yet. Got a couple more rooms. Sorry, my little demon started barking. Evil, evil demons. You ready? Where's the kobolds? There they are. I'm not really scared of a bunch of kobolds though. Oh, I suppose at some point last week I discovered a really cool channel. They do some really cool lore, like videos for their lore. And it's like, I'd love to do similar stuff to tell stories for my world. If I could do art. Since I can't do art though. Because that's a no-go. But yeah, how is everyone's day? And weeks. Because how long has it been since I streamed? 2 weeks? I got someone to play DnD for the past. Yeah, I think 2 weeks. Wow. How did I let that go? I guess... Did I take a break from streaming at some point? I think I did. Oh yeah, I took like a 2-month break at some point because I was busy. I shan't be doing that anytime soon. Again. We're almost free to the exit. Elistara here has the plan of casting Firewall. I'm thinking next we want to get the Divine King. Because, yeah. And that's my friend messaging me. He probably wants to play DnD. That is not a message I want to be reading while playing this game. We'll go see what he's on about while this loads. Oh look, we gained a level. Everyone gained a level. Okay, Arcanist level 2. Mobility, we don't need world. What's world knowledge? I need to make sure Discord's not popping up. Okay, it's not. That's a very long poem my friend wants to read. He is really going off on all those messages. We want summon monster and earpiece and a enlarged person. We're gonna get the Divine King. Actually, wait, I'm trying to think. What ascendants? He's still messaging me. Ascendant of Wind, I need to have that. Mobility, not so much. Aerial adaptation, yeah, we'll do aerial adaptation. There's a pet. There's a pet man. No, he's my athletics guy. Can your pet level? Yes, it can. Look at that. Easy level. And to the next island. Yeah, we want to go to the one at Skull Islands. Okay, it failed. There we go. Everything's fixed. Everything's not fixed. Now it is. All is well. I need to get Fireball. This game is incomplete without it. I know who to make next. I know who to make next. Do you guys like evil? Well, I guess it's not evil. There's nothing evil about this kind of magic. Look at that raptor go. They flat-footed my characters. How rude. Well, they get air blasted to vaporization. Chunkified. In Baldur's Gate 3, that only happens if you crit. Or not Baldur's Gate 3, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. I don't think that's an author you quite want to understand, good sir. When I'm done with this fight, I have to go reply to him. I'll reply now. There. He just said he is. No, he does not. That's not a person anyone wants to understand. You guys don't get the context on who my friend's talking about. Oh my. Good job, Daring. Daring today, aren't we? Curse my cursed lag. Pretty much, my computer's bad. I do need to go get it factory reset, which will mean no video. Well, I'll prepare a video. What I'll be forced into doing is I'll record a. Yeah, so that'll probably happen in a couple weeks. But what I'll end up doing if I go get my computer reset and stuff. I need to go reply to my friend, I guess. I guess I could use my phone for that, but that's how I'm watching chat, so give me a second. There we go. And poke. Fireball. My friend is contradicting himself. He's trying to justify reading a book, and said book does not have great connotations. Though I'm also all for reading literature and stuff. Even if it's bad literature, because then you understand the or then you know the message and can either counter it or, yeah, stuff like that. Or maybe just learn from it. I'm not gonna go save because I don't need to. These fights are easy enough. I could just go there and let them auto do it. Because it would end up being the exact same thing anyways. And it's fun to watch them go run around without me. Oh, look at that. We made it to the end. See? How easy. Why is my computer lagging so? Well, I kinda know why. If I went through and closed a ton of stuff, it wouldn't lag so much, that's for sure. Fortunately, unfortunately, I need half that stuff open to stream. We go this way. Whee! And a fireball. How are we missing so much? There we go. Kobold Parish. Thank you. You know, kobolds make the best minions. They're loyal, they're not dumb, as people would think. That's a nice star knife. To the exit. We're encumbered now. Well, it doesn't even matter because we're already leaving the dungeon. It's gonna take a minute, but I can wait. Look at him go. Now I'm wondering. Can I? No, I cannot. Okay. Wandering over for now. We'll experiment with that later. Pharasma's followers despise any intervention in the soul's afterlife, except for resurrection. Creating an undead is the ultimate sacrilege in their eyes. Creating the undead isn't evil, it's just how it's used. Oh look, we gained another level. That means second level spells. I don't think for this class, nope. Do you know how worthwhile getting that 9th level spells is? Okay, let's see, Arcane Armor Training. It's not bad. I think though, let's continue with just spell piercing. Penetration, there we are. Reduce person. Does that put people to sleep? No, it does not. It dazes them. Ray of Enfeeblement. We like necromancy here. We could do the Ascendant of Fire. That could be fun. Precise shot. Oh. Oh. Interesting, interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. I did not know. Well, we want more range. Because I like sniping people with magic. But I'm going to have to remember that. Weapon focus, scimitar. Unless... yeah, we'll weapon focus our scimitar. Do you get... no, you just get skills. Boring. Do talons deal slashing damage? No. Well, I don't care. We want dodge. Alright, and into the treasure hunter's stash. You. To the next island. To victory. Fireball. There we go. Fireball. Who gave him a bow? I want to see why you don't use a bow. Oh, you're lucky I moved too far. There we go. I'm tabbing a lot because my friend's messaging me and I don't want to swap on my phone because I can't see chat if I swap. Pretty much I just lose no matter what in this case. Do you guys like Dravid? Dravid's cool. He's a pretty cool guy in my lore. Like, he's not evil. Like, he himself, he's a great guy. He does not end up doing a great thing. Kill the kobold. Good job, Dravid. Kill the other kobold. Good job, Daring. There we go. I have a gift. Lightning lance to the face. It's quite the gift if you ask me. Wind blast. Really, if it weren't for the fact that it... Wait, I could go with kinetic knight stuff. Ooh, but no, because there's a longsword. You failed me. You didn't fail me, you're good. You failed me again? Look at this failure. Can you? Oh, not anymore. I can reach one, but I'm not going to because it doesn't matter at this point. Well, Ray of Frost. There we go. All is solved. Ugh, I'll go move next one. Daring to kill him. 1, 2, 3. Good job, Daring. Daring is no longer a failure. Oh, look at that. That looks fun. Blast him. Look at that. Didn't stand a chance. Now, did he? weren't scared of copyright law. Oh, look at that. They attacked me. They're gonna regret that. Come here. Ooh, you're lucky. Well, that's the fire one. Not lucky enough, but lucky. Charge is one of my favorite abilities. If it only ever hit. Good job, Daring. Their time was over. Okay. I'm beginning to think I'm liking the idea of making an ascendant group, yes. But it's all the elemental ascendants, and they're all going to start as kineticists. That would be the most dysfunctional group ever, because half the ascendants, half the elemental ones are evil. Like, just genuinely bad people. I guess I could just do all the ascendants, but making them start all as kineticists, because, like, every plane has an element, technically. Wretched, why are we all down in the floor? You better. Rude. I'm gonna vaporize you for that. Told ya. Oh, come here. Get a little closer. Ooh, we're playing a very dangerous game here. Can I charge? Game solved. Whee! Loot looted. Wait, that's the bag, right? Yeah, that's our bag of goodies. And obviously by goodies we mean 16 armor. You're about to have a great time, good sir. You've failed at giving the kobold a great time, good ma'am. Thank you. Blast him. Take his heart. First off, how dare they look at us funny? Ooh, they're playing a very dangerous game here. Oh, that one did. The reason I wanted that one dead is so I can position this one here and cast a spell for once in my life. And how useful it was. First off, it's not nice to poke a woman. Second off, it's not nice to poke anyone if it's a spear. Or in general, but... yes. Laugh in the face of danger. How's it going, Valley? We are going to cast a great spell here. Burning Hands. Ah, I missed the other one. Vaporize that one. Who would win, the mighty kobold or the humble wind blast? We ignore what the raptors do to the kobolds. They may or may not have issues with the kobolds. Wrong button. Drop the 27 armor. I cast Fireball. What's behind the fog? A mysterious statue. Well, because this is the end of the dungeon, we're going to pick up the armor from here, somehow. Rest at the statue. And I believe it's the boss fight next, so that'll be fun. Should be easy. I just have to... What do I have to do? I can't just run in, I have to actually plan for the fight. Fireball. You know what, that's fair. I obviously haven't streamed in like a week or two, so I get it. Work can always be exhausting, unfortunately. We're gonna place all of that in there, the 27 bows in there, and the 32 spears, because that's obviously what's weighing me down. It couldn't possibly be the 30,000 pounds of rocks. This'll be fun. As long as there are no wind elemental. Oh. Well, that's gonna be Alistar's job. And they miss. Look at this. Their whole job is to throw wind at people and they still miss. Huh. I do not want her dealing with the wind elemental because her holding is throwing wind. Wind blast. We got that one. Well, I have one person who just sits there and throws wind at people. I have a druid who does nothing but whack people with his scimitar, and then I have a spellcaster. We ignore the raptor. I have a spellcaster who sits there and runs and bonks people with a sword. The raptor does whatever raptors do. Ooh, look at that. Can I hit the wind creature? They're not resistant to wind damage? That's because wind damage doesn't exist, but... That's like really funny. We're gonna pull a funny and blast the wind creature with a fire spell. And miss, apparently. Ha. I don't like fighting the elementals. They don't have drops. It's boring. Wait, if I'm fighting elementals, what's the boss gonna be? Because usually it's bugs. And we haven't unlocked Mystic Paths. You can charge them. Can you? Do it. Okay. I don't know if Gather Power would increase damage, so we're not gonna do it. Look at that, a raptor ripped apart a wind elemental. Because that makes sense, right? Alright. Well, Fireball. Tss. Wind Blast. Yurika Sharaki Yurika. Fireball. I missed to cut the sword. Thwack. And blast. Let's kill that one, hopefully. Why didn't you? Their attacks are supposed to chain. Why didn't that work? Well, that worked. In a fantasy world, anything can work. If they try hard enough. Did I level up the raptor? Yes, I did. Okay, good. Level 4, he gets a stat, and I have to put a +1 to his intelligence, because he's a wee bit dumb. He is 2 intelligence away from just dying on the spot. Because in Pathfinder and D&D, if a stat drops to 0, you just kinda die. Well, I assume the implication is like your intelligence drops to 0, you're like vegetabilized or something, I guess. Burning hands. Because I burned the fire. Even though they're heavily resistant. Wind Blast. You missed. Would you please stop missing? Thwack. You missed. Swing and a miss. Poke. Missed. And thwack. Ha! I win. And what's behind door number 1? In the chest. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. Let's get it over with. Fire spell. Go, Druid! Well, at least we saw that thing, but it... 7 damage. It's because they were resistant to blunt. Thwack? Yes. Thwack. 3 raptor damage. 10 wind damage. Do you know why we always have the raptor in the front? There's a very good reason for his existence there. Despite the fact that he has the lowest amount of HP. If he dies like he just did, he'll come back on a short rest. Even if it's like a full death. So I don't actually care if he dies. Because I don't have to waste heals on him. We just got more... I guess a recipe? That's for better food. Okay, small... Pets are sacrificial pawns in this game, unfortunately, for them. And I think I know who the next descendant I'm going to add to this team is, because, like I've said before, these are the ascendants I've been making. Next one's going to be one of the Ascendants of Death, because I like necromancy. Oh, that's unfortunate. What's behind door number 3? Is it going to be Wind Elemental? No? What in the ever? I'm being messaged. I gotta go check that. Huh? Okay, I'll go check that out later. I was sent a video about consciousness, I guess. The raptor's not completely dead. But one of my favorite builds in this game, or not even builds, just favorite thing to do in this game, is get a ton of characters who can all cast Raise Dead. And each time you summon 4 to 6 skeleton soldiers who won't disappear until the fight's over. Technically, it's like they have 10 rounds or something. So you have... I'm trying to think. Yeah, so you can end up with a very large army very quickly, which the creatures in this game, their AI will attack the weakest, and for the most part. And so you just end up with an army of skeletons who the AI refuses to kill. Oh, thank goodness he has scrolls. That'll protect him from 1 hit. This guy hurts. I don't think kind words will help you against this guy. He's been dead for like 30 years. Look at that raptor go. I can get close enough to lightning lance. Look at that. And then his job is also charge. I'm thinking we want to just stay at this range and blast him with magic. Because I don't want to get close to this guy. He hurts. Please miss. Ow. Well, it looks like we're meleeing. Sword attack for the win. We like that one. That's dexterity. Let's see. Who's our tank right now? I guess he's the closest we have to a tank. Doesn't need a dex, but... Do you need dex? Yeah, you need dex. There. Everything's where it should be. Island complete. This is the wrong platform. That's the stairs I go down. Yippee! I can't go that high. You know what they say, you can kill a man, but you can't kill a man. You know, I have some very unique dice I could send in one of the discords. Because they're technically not even dice. Yay, level up. But more importantly, we can go get a new crew member. But first I'd like to level up. Dexterity. I'll send a picture. Because the dice are technically just not dice. Trying to find a place on my desk to take the picture that's not. I'll go send them in your Discord. If you give me a second. I don't know which chat to put them in. I don't know which chat to put them in. So we'll continue this. I like Burning Arc, and I like Scorching Ray. Scorching Ray is a great spell. But in this instance, we are going to take the Necromancy spell, Bone Shaker. First off, think about the horrificness of the implication of a spell called Bone Shaker. Skilled Kineticist. Wait. Primary element added to your... We'll take Skilled Kineticist. Wisdom, because you're a druid. You can wild shape? Boring. Not saying that wild shaping's boring, just that's a boring wild shape. Oh. Maybe I should be teaching them how to cast their spells better. Maybe just a wee bit. Oh, okay, so there's no need to learn the summons, because they can just do that naturally. Well then, we want frigid, that one, and for you we want just cure wounds. You don't cast, you cast though. We want magic missile, burning dark, final hydrate. Hydration complete, I guess. Technically, for now. Actually, wait, you're in my Discord. I can send the picture in my Discord, and you can choose if you want to send that in yours or whatever. If you want to check on those really neat dice that aren't dice. Hello, Drifter. I'm putting together a crew. I need skilled fighters. Okay. I'll also let you decide this. Which ascendant should I make? Ascendant of Death? Ascendant of Death? Ascendant of the Condemned, which is also an Ascendant of Death? The Ascendant of Time? That one's gonna be really hard for me to remake, so... The Divine King? Doom? I don't have... What? Death? Okay. We'll make one of the deaths. Ooh. Okay. So, Condemned, Warmonger, or Guidance? I think I know what I want to do for Guidance. We'll do... this one for Guidance, this one for Warmonger. If it'll load. Yeah. Guidance. Warmonger. And then Condemned. Condemned's a pirate, technically. He's cool. Ooh, let's see. If I were to do Guidance, obviously they'd be starting Necromancy Wizard. Actually, would they? I'd have to look through the classes. Look at all these Kingmaker profiles. And then the characters in Kingmaker. That guy's pretty neat. This guy's cooler. She's interesting. These two are my favorite. I don't care for her. Don't care for her. Don't care for him. We're gonna do Guidance, because I want to see how I can actually do this. So, Guidance as in, like, they take the role of the Grim Reaper. They go and they guide souls to their supposed afterlife. Oh. Into the world of D&D are all fantasy games, and had to be your perfect character as yourself. What would you choose? Race, class, multi-class, if you want, etc. You want you okay? So that's a very nice question, actually. Very hard as well. For race, I'd probably pick something like an elf. Obviously. Class, I'd go with some sort of bard. because bards can get access to all spell lists if they, because of one of the class abilities. Scald? Shaman, I think. Prophet of Pestilence, Spirit Hunter, what do you do? I'm gonna have to think on that one though. Let's see. Spirit Warden. Oracle. No, they'd not be an Oracle. War Priest? Maybe Witch? Witch of the Veil. Usually Veil is meaning death. No idea if they can learn enough necromancy for me. Let's look at Wizard. I don't care for most of the wizards. Shadowcaster, Dark Powers, Deep Illusions can control shadows, summon shadow creatures, induce fear. Ooh. I kinda like that one. Yeah. I think we want to go this one. For necromancy. They're being a damn fear. Okay. They're a wizard. And they are going to stay in the back lines for sure. We need as much intelligence. We can dump strength. I do not want to take that penalty to dexterity. But if I must, they'll go divine knowledge. You know, I've been sitting here playing with it all stream, or at least the bag it comes in, or it comes in a cool pouch. And I know it's not really dice, but it's used for the exact same purpose as a die. We are dumping strength because I don't need it. We want intelligence and intelligence, dexterity, and constitution. We'll place that in there, I guess. They will be religion as well. Is religion? Ooh. That's a fun one. I did not know they did wisdom based for religion. DnD does. Intelligence based, oddly. We want combat casting. We don't care about them wearing armor or anything. Spell focus. We already know where this is going. Specialized school. I wonder. Opposition school. Nobody cares for divination. Opposition school. Nobody cares for enchantment. That's a lie. We need enchantment. We need enchantment less than the others. We like the others. Necromancy. Oh. We like enchantment. That's where sleep is. That's a future me problem, I guess. No, Abjuration's the protection spells, though. Conjuration is summoning pets and stuff. Evocation is damage. We're getting a ton of illusions. Transmutation's just cool. It's buffs. I guess there. God. Which god should they worship? None of them, because I don't care for... No, we're doing Desna. Chaotic neutral. We're not doing customization. We'll go that one. I do not have a name for the Ascendant of... this Ascendant of Death. Random name! I don't actually know why I was clicking those ones. Level 2. You know what that means. Wait, they don't need arcane knowledge. Magic Missile. Why would anyone not go with Magic Missile? It's just such a great spell. Greater spell focus, necromancy. Bone Shaker. And this is where we get to the problem. This is a fun spell. All of these are very fun spells. We're going Command Undead. Intelligence. Poke, 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 poke. Wait, what? Okay, then. Oh, more? We want False Life. This one. False Life is cool. I forgot to level up the raptor. Nope, we want intelligence. We want the raptor to be smart. Checking spellbooks. Yeah, look at that. Bone Shaker. False Life, Command Undead, Bone Shaker. Whole point. These don't do damage though. Oh. Wait. Yeah, they don't do damage. Cause Fear is worthless though. Is that all spells? That is, okay. Do I have the money to hire another one? I guess we can find out. Maybe not right now. Okay. We can easily go get enough money. I've looted enough. I know for a fact I can get enough. Let's see though, with that perfect character, that comes problematic with, if we were to count my own world, I'd have a very easy answer for that. But assuming D&D's world, like Eladrin Elf, Bard, I'd end up being... Is the only College of Lore that can... I think it's all bards can pick spells from other schools. So I'd pick College of Creation Bard, because I like the little animating objects. And then specifically choose the spells from the being able to pick every spell from spell lists. I'd pick Fireball, obviously. I don't look at regular equipment, but I might as well just offload all that onto them. We're not gonna sell the Star Knife. If it's not magic, it gets sold. Hey, are you proficient in heavy crossbow? Abilities. What is your weapon proficiencies? Where art thou weapon proficiencies? Marshall? You're not proficient in this. Well, it's simple, so you should be. Wizard proficiencies. Heavy crossbow, they're proficient. And then we are just going to hire another person. So, any suggestions on other roles we need filled? We could do the Ascendant of Water, she's cool. Ascendant of Water, also known as the Shark Sage. I'm trying to think of other Ascendants. There are the two others, Ascendants of Death. There's the Divine King, who is not an Azamar. This would just be the picture I'd choose for him. There's the Ascendant of Fire, she's cool. Ascendant of Time, who's pretty cool. I don't know how to do time, though. Ascendant of Earth could be cool. There's an Ascendant of Justice, but he'd be just a lot like the Divine King. I could spin for it. Let's just name 4 and spin. So we have 1 is Shark Sage, 2 is Ascendant of Fire, 3 is Ascendant of Ice, 4 is Ascendant of... Trying to think. We could do Storms, but that's just pretty much Ascendant of Wind again, but evil. Well, we know 1, 2, and 3, so I'll pick 4. This is taking a minute. This thing really likes to spin for a while. I'll just stop it. That's a 3. What did I say 3 was? Ascendant of Ice? He's not a nice guy. And I'd rather do the Ascendant of Water. Ascendant of Water is literally just a regular human person. You know what? That works. We'll go Kineticist again. Ooh. What's a Psychokineticist? Oh. Oh. Yeah, I prefer Elemental Engine for this. They will multi-class into Druid. Winter's Child. Or Elemental Rampager, actually. Wait. I think that gives them... No, I'd want to go Winter Child. Yeah, so we are starting kineticist on this person. We will go elemental engine just like the other one, but they are a human. They have a, we'll call it a farmhand. They were a fisher. Because they are going druid, we're gonna need a ton of wisdom, dex, the whole everything. Oh no, that took 3. Both. Okay, all is well. Mobility, athletics, stealth, nature. Actually, we'll do nature, perception. There we go. Spell penetration. No, point blank. Spell penetration. Point blank shot. Weapon or element focus. Water. Ooh. We'll do kinetic blade as well. Water blast. Desna's my favorite. Thank you, Automod, for finally catching someone for once. We'll do brave. We're just gonna give them their title. There we go. Let's see. We have such a balanced team. We have literally half a healer. Oh, kinetic healer. Looks like we're turning the shark sage into what's her face from Avatar. Weapon focus. Oh, precise shot. Well, let's go that. Extended range. We get a wild talent. Let's check what the wild talent is. If I don't care for it, we're swapping over, adding a level to druid. Okay. Yeah, no. Well, slick could be interesting. Could be very interesting. But we could do a shaman. Or a druid. I'm thinking a druid, though. Oh, no, because they're not neutral. They can't be a druid. Whoopsie. That wasn't me. There'll be a shaman, I guess. Or a witch. A witch. Because they pull power from nature or whatever. Oh. Oh, that's a sorcerer. I'm witch. Elemental witch. It means they don't get hexes, they get elemental rays, which we already have elemental rays because we're kineticist. Then we get hexes. Stigmatized witch. I guess sorcerer also works, a sylvan sorcerer. Because it means they're connected to nature. Oh. Interesting. We're gonna want to respect them. Such a poor choice on my end. Alright, let's see. Combat casting. You want to be able to cast during combat. Okay. Which one of these is the most Shark-like. Monitor lizard. Smilodon, Triceratops, wolf, hissing centipede, riding dog. Get another velociraptor. A dire bear. An elk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I do not have a dice for... I do not have a 13-sided die. I had to sit there and think about that for a second, because I do have some weirdly sided die. Like a 5-sided die. And a 7-sided die. I'm thinking Monitor Lizard. Spells. Snowball. And Magic Missile. I'll give in. This is a very, very fun class for the animals. Because if you read, they are now undead. Which is fun. But for the sake of this, we're doing Wrecker. Or Daredevil. Thinking Wrecker. Actually, no, we like multi-attack. Racer? Okay. We'll do Racer. Athletics, Perception. Feet, Dodge, Name, Glutton, Bloodmaw, Flame Tongue, Meatloaf. I liked Meatloaf. That was a very funny name for a lizard. Well, they're kineticists. They don't need any gear. And so we have most of a team. There's a plane outside. Magic equipment. Oh, I have some money still. Interesting. I'll buy him a nice scimitar. I don't have the money to buy him a nice scimitar. Maybe next time. But we are going to take a long rest after I check spells. Oh, you're a sorcerer, I forgot. Being a sorcerer would be so convenient. Well, you know what they say. Dead tales tell no men. Now for the real reason why I'm doing the Ascendants. And the powers I get from talking to this guy now. Or no, from beating the first wave on this next set of levels. Are why we're playing an Ascendant. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. We're going top path. That legacy item is actually going to be very useful for when we inevitably are viciously murdered. 'Cause, you know, that's fun, I guess. Do I have anything weird I could send on Discord? Not on me. Ah. You see this? This is an evil, evil creature. How do you heal? Can I just be like, here you go? Oh, nope. Interesting. Well, we're wind blasting it. One blast. And then didn't even get to do the second one. Whoopsie, I meant to press that one. We like saving. That is some very nice armor. For the one person who can wear it. Aren't we so glad we have one melee guy? We literally have to do the Divine King next or else I have no people who can actually use good gear. Oh. What does that crossbow do again? Evercold. Whenever this +1 crossbow makes its first attack during a round, it shoots 2 bolts at once. If both hit, target makes a fortitude saving throw or takes 2d6 cold damage and becomes staggered. Welcome to Pathfinder, where the descriptions are really complicated. There's a arthropod. That's what they're called. Obviously, the risk wasn't that calculated. That is why you don't mess with an Ascendant of Death, I guess. They currently have a cross. That's an ooze. You ready? Here's the plan. Here's the plan. Wind. I guess death. The plan's not working. Oh, you're not auto doing. Yeah, auto water blast. Everything. No matter what it is, water blast it. If it's a friend, water blast it. Apparently, the Ascendant of Death is somehow one of my best DPSs. Who would have seen that coming? Certainly not I. Who will win? The mighty, abysmal Recluse Weaver? Or the humble, Army of Ascendants. Or the Humble Wind Blast. Pew. You missed both? Nope, you hit one, okay. It's really funny. I forgot. Monitor lizards do have an ability just to grab stuff. You know, I should lightning lance things. I have the spell. But I don't want to waste my spells, because I can only rest once safely before the abyss prevents me from casting more. Wretched abyss. I mean, it won't stop me, but... How did we get the surprise round? You barely walked into the room. How are we getting a surprise round? Pew? That's one. Get him, little lizard. Get him, meatloaf. This is why one must remember rogues are just like one of the best classes in this game. Because if you do a ranged rogue, they're just dealing weapon damage plus like 40 sneak attack damage. Plus, they never heard of the Geneva Conventions. Always remember, a fantasy character can't break the Geneva Conventions because the country they're a part of never signed them. They also weren't invited to Geneva. Why are they attacking Meatloaf? He's done nothing wrong. Water Blast. Well, if you didn't die instantly, you would have died to cold damage, because both hit. Wind Blast. We do not like the centipedes. They hinder my progress, and by that I mean they take away my dexterity. I don't like him for him. I don't like him for it. Well, who will win? The mighty abysmal Reaver, or the humble wind and water spells? The mighty Abyss Reaver survived. We're just going to ignore that. That's why we like lightning glance. Exactly. Look, all I'm saying is, if a fantasy kingdom invaded Earth and started using, like, biological warfare against us, you can't get mad at them for using biological warfare. Thwack. Good job, Meatloaf, you bit a centipede. No traps? Really? Yeah. If they're just efficient. And look, if you somehow lose, if you in your modern day, with your modern day tech, somehow do beat a medieval fantasy kingdom, you deserve to take whatever you want from them, because for the most part, modern tech would not survive against a ton of spells. And now we give him blood. Give him the crystal. And this here is why we're doing a Party of the Ascendants. Instrument of Freedom. For the Blade of Freedom, I want Thundering Blows. Because if I miss, it deals a ton of AoE damage. For you, we want... Ooh. Kinetic Overcharge? Oh. Interesting. Oh, over-infused blasts. You can use your mythic powers to charge your kinetic blasts even further. Or you can simultaneously apply 2 substance infusions to your kinetic blasts. Sounds neat. Ruptured Restraints. That one's fun. Trying to think, are there any others that would work? Cleaving Shot. I don't know if this counts, if the whatchamacallit counts as a ranged weapon attack though. Wait, which one was this? This is the Druid. We want Mythical Companion. Mythic Beast. And then for you, this is the Ascendant of Death. School tolerance. No longer suffer penalties for opposition school. No, we do not tolerate divination magic here. I can forgive you for being whatever else, but if you're a diviner, this is perfect for the necromancy. Mythic Beast. Yay, to the next one. Someone's on the road, get ready. Do we want to place bets on how many will die before they get around? I will give you 10 seconds to say how many will die. How many you think will die before they get their first round? I think that's been about 10 seconds. I'm starting the slaughter. Oh. Well then. How interesting. They're not ghouls. Interesting indeed. That's one. Two. Three. for? The answer was all of them. They had the gall to jump on my ship and do all their dirty, ghoulish stuff. And then they had the gall to die within a round. What? That's what we're fighting for, isn't it? For weddings, fun, and laughter, even in the cursed lands of the World Wound, even after 100 years of war. No, I'm fighting for the fact that they killed my favorite baker. They killed my favorite baker and he just made the best pie. So how could I forgive the demons for that? Someone needs a D&D character that has that motivation. I guess... Do you want a fun fact? If you're still here, Valley? Don't attack my Velociraptor, he's done nothing wrong. That you know of. Because there were no survivors. Please miss. Oh. If I could get that raptor thundering blows, I would. He attacks so much it would just be worth it. A monk with thundering blows, that could be fun. I don't have any ascendants that are monks. I could. Literally no point in that track. I may save that fun fact for when you stream. Thwack. You missed. How could you do that to me? Look at that little lizard go. That looked painful. Water blast. You missed. You have one job. See, that's thundering blows. We like that one. Pew, miss. Pew, miss. Thwack, miss. Thwack. Ha, thundering blows got him. Oh, and then there's the not thundering blows, but one that will also guarantee deal damage equal. And that ring is perfect for this character because class kinetic blast. Kinetic Blast. Does it tell me water? Oh, they're ranged spell. Ranged touch. Okay. Water. It does not tell me what the water kinetic blast does. I'm assuming it does cold damage though. So really, just choosing the different elements just chooses like flavoring for when it comes to water. Ooh, look at these creatures. Water blast. Get rid of the spitting centipede. Get rid of the other centipede. Thank you. Kill the toad. Bye, toad. And then we wait for the lizard to approach. Like that. And then we vaporize him because he approached. This vaporizing is not going so well. Get him, my lizard. Good job, little lizard. Good job, meatloaf. Yeah, so I have a fun fact. Technically, nobody has ever died of old age. Because old age is not a thing that can kill people. It gets really interesting because of the science behind that. It's behind that. I can't reach the stupid lizard. Or not. The stupid spider. Thwack it. If that were a reason to be slaughtering people, there would be a lot less people in the world. Which is not a great thing in this case. Fiendish Greater Monitor Lizard. Who gave him so many modifiers on his name? Like fiendish, okay, I can get it. How greater is he? Yeah, I'll believe he's greater now. He's proven himself greater. Please kill him. I don't want to suffer whatever. Oh, thank goodness. Oh no. A young giant fly? See, that's a normal amount of descriptors. on a creature's name. They gotta earn more descriptors. Fireball. You gotta confuse your enemies. Call everything a fireball. And then when you hit them with the actual fireball, they won't be prepared. Get a meatloaf. Abyssal Giant Toad. You see 2 modifiers on his name right there. 2 descriptors. Look at that gelatinous cube. Water ball. Pew. Oh, good job. Thwack. Get him. Look at all the reptiles in my team. Who gave me access to so many reptiles? I have searched every room I've come across. Okay, good. Get that one. Why am I getting a surprise round? Oh, this is the last room. Yay! Dash. Pew. Miss and miss. Boring. You wouldn't attack the one who can attack 3 times per round. That's a wee bit dumb. Kill the Abyssal Giant Toad. And last. Yay! Victory! You are not that bright, daring. Mysterious statue, save me. Bound to Fortitude, what did that do? Yay, Fortitude saving throws. Even though nothing's hit me with the spell yet. Well, I cast the hit spell. You know, I'm gonna make more unethical spells. You ready? I cast spell that gives you just enough tinnitus that when you're in a completely silent room, you hear the ringing. Very unethical. Flame Arc. We like fire spells. Greater spell penetration. And then we shall make one of the biggest decisions ever. But for now, we want Scorching Ray, and we want 2nd level spells. Frigid Touch is neat, but not that neat. Acid Arrow? Nah, Create Pit, we like that one. We like it, the upgraded version, though. Weapon focus. Why would I ever weapon focus you? Kinetic blast. That's why. Spindle. We're gonna have to read. You throw a long, roughly 5 foot by 10 foot spindle of elemental matter or energy up to 30 feet away, damaging all creatures within 2 adjacent 5-foot squares unless they succeed a reflex saving throw. An energy blast infused with spindle deals its normal damage to each target, while a physical blast infused with spindle deals half its normal damage to each target. This saving throw is dex based. Well, we kind of have to pick it because I don't care for pushing blast. I don't want to send things farther than they already are. Yippee! Shifter's Rush. That one's fun. Oh, that room is so interesting. Like, yeah, people don't last long in that one at all. History of Terrors? Humans with this feat gain a +2 racial bonus on saving throws to resist mind-altering effects. This is probably because they are scared. Luigi type feat. Weapon finesse. He is not using any of those 3. Unless the scimitar is a light weapon? We'll assume a scimitar counts. Shadowcaster, wee! Feet. Oh, we're 5th level. You know what that means. 3rd level spell slots. You know what, they're slowly finding cures to tinnitus. So that's fun. Ooh. I don't actually care for the meta magics. I know they're like really good, but I don't care. Animate Dead Lesser. Which spell do you think I'm going to pick? Which spell of this whole list am I going to pick? It's quite the mystery. Huh. I wonder why. Which one do I care for less? I care for the druid one less. There we go. Boon Companion. Oh. Skeleton Kineticist, because I can. The lizard gains a level or 2. Look at that. Level 3 lizard. You know what that means. He's gonna learn dodge. Oh, he already knows dodge. He's gonna learn power attack. Intelligence. Smart lizard. Weapon focus, doesn't matter. Cleave. We like cleave because it turns a regular ability, a regular melee attack, to an AoE. If you kill. Improved unarmed strike because they are considered unarmed. These are fun. These are really fun. When you die. An additional level at the start. Technically, in theory, you can get multiple legacies before your next game, and then when you die and restart, you all of a sudden have like 30 legacies. I had another really unethical spell. Oh, I do not like this one. Actually, I don't care anymore. If it's just the lightning spots and not elementals everywhere, that's fine. That poor Cambion. Really poor Cambion. Hello there, Baphomet cultist. How do you think your day's going? I can tell you how their day's going. Or how their day is going to be going. Not well, obviously. I'm going to be waiting for the opportunity, and when it shows itself, I am casting Fireball on someone. Is that? Oh. Oh. I want to look at that, because if I remember, Empower spell... Oh. That's, like, really good. Don't strike her with lightning, don't strike her with lightning. Yay! We weren't struck by lightning. Oh, well, there's obviously the very classic unethical spell. Spell that makes you dizzy when you stand up. AKA iron deficiency. Or, of course, you could go the opposite route, iron efficiency, and they still get dizzy when they stand. Fireball. I missed. Get out of the lightning. We didn't get struck. They say lightning never strikes the same place twice. The person who said that never stood in a thunderstorm holding up a metal rod. You know, I'm gonna go forward in time and take my skeleton, because it's mine. You know, I have a really funny idea for another group I could make for this. I could literally just do a group of rabid beasts and have everyone be a Matadog barbarian with a pet. Biological warfare at its finest. In the form of rabies. I guess. Pew! I win. Yoink. You know what? Let's see. We can at least get through this dungeon. You ready? Be steady. It's Baphomet's rune blade. How many attacks do you think he'll survive? I'm gonna say 5. 1. He didn't get his attack up. Okay. 2. You were correct. How much damage? Oh. So we got a crate that doubles the damage. So we got 18. Huh. You were correct in saying 3. At least 3 that hit. We like that piece. That piece goes on the spellcaster, who should not be a melee character, but they are. We're touching the abyssal anchor. Don't get struck by lightning. Good job. I'd give you a ton of points, but I don't know how. I guess I could have done a prediction and... But eh. Oh, that poor cutthroat. Will he survive the Velociraptor? Yes. You want to see my favorite Velociraptor? Or my favorite monitor lizard ability? He literally just grabs people. And then he does a little dance. Look at that little guy dance. Oh wow, we're straight up just executing that guy. I should do a full team of lizards. Actually. You hear that? Someone's messaging me again. I'm gonna ignore it for now. Okay. Okay. All the way around we go. And then this probably leads to the exit. Okay. Oh, that's my own character. Well, I'd say we'd do a funny, but there's only one guy. He is not worth hitting with a fireball. Oh, fireball's not even up yet because I have to memorize it. What video should I record tomorrow? I'm just realizing I don't have that prepared yet. Thwacked. Don't hit the... He deserved that. We got struck by lightning. Who got hit? Ow. Oh, and I can't actually heal her because damn fierce stuff. Character, class, and 2 more levels until I can actually do anything about that. Come on, this is literally the favorite school. Will I kill them all before they get their first round? Ah, I got him. Hello. How's it going? Can I charge? Yes. Ha, got him. Look at that. Oh, what's behind? Oh, a feat. What feat did we gain? Oh wait, it's legacy. There is one that will just grant a random feat. I'm thinking I will have to get end stream after this next island, or once I start and get to the next save point on the next island, because I have... They're lucky. They're also really unlucky because I don't actually care. I want to test it. I want to test it. Can you do the spindle? You can. Oh, it requires to burn. I didn't know you spells would require burn. Let's kill that one. That's one down. Grab him. Well, didn't need to grab him, I guess. Kill that one. Whoopsie, I misclicked. What's behind door number? Lightning Lance. Opinions. Did the cultists of Baphomet deserve it? being here is not the best for my health, but we'll kill him quickly. Ow, not quickly enough. This is what happens when you die the first time. If this person dies again, it's permanent. It is not worth going to loot that again. Oh wait, there's a lightning thing in the way. Oh, thank goodness they're going the other way. We're gonna have to just guide him around this one as smoothly as possible. And click, collect. Collect all. Do I have enough glaives? Is this enough glaives? And is this enough daggers? I don't think so, but... Yay, XP, except we're going to, like, get to the first save point on this one and then be done for the day. You are correct, I do not have enough glaives. I will have to find more eventually. Who will win? Tiny lizard or big lizard? Ah, we have the big lizard in a grasp. Did I forget to... It's not just you. I made a mistake and forgot to turn on the audio because I just have it I have all game audio muted when I begin stream. So it was not just you. Sorry about that. We do not like having the reptile in our midst. Supercharge that, please. We missed the reptile in our midst. Oh, thank goodness. Grab the lizard.
Your time is over.
He certainly has that lizard. Look at him dance. Now, will he keep the lizard? Yes, he will.
Cover me.
And Water blast. Poke. Collect. Come on. Thank you. And this ring, if you look. Oh, wait. That's not what I thought it did. I thought it gave bonus chances of hitting. That's boring. Alright. Well, unfortunate, but I mean, no one else is gonna use those rings. They're kind of worthless.
A solid plan.
And we're going to go extended strike. One down. Get him, Raptor.
Stab their backs.
And whack.
This should do it.
And grab the fly. Or down.
Attack.
I like that crossbow.
Success. Careful now.
Let's see. Abyssal Anchor, we are free. And that means I will have to get going. I will try to stream at some point sooner rather than later. Let's see if I can find anyone I could raid. If anyone has any suggestions. I'll be like, bye. I have no idea. There's this person. Yeah, that's fair. Is he live? He is. I could raid him. I think we probably will, because I can't think of anyone else, but yeah, I will. So I guess it's, what's the button? /raid. Verb. There. Behold. Okay, bye, good luck, don't die. And bye, good luck, don't die on,